All right. Good morning, everybody. It is March 31st, 2023, last day of the month. Welcome back to the Lang Trading Chat Room. As always, if you're new to something like this, I'm going to start off. We're going to look at the market bias, determine which way we think the SPY and the QQQ is going to go. After that, I'm going to review the favorites list on the right-hand side here. We got long ideas in green. You got the lonely short idea in red. After we review that list, it will be time to start day trading. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to day trade after that. As always, if you got any questions, comments, concerns throughout the stream, make sure you throw it up in the chat log. I will get right to it. And as always, make sure you guys are practicing proper money management. This is a very challenging business. You're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to earn while you learn. The only way to make it in this business is to practice proper money management. If you want to succeed, you have to last. If you're going to last, you got to manage your risk. So make sure you're doing that. And with that, let's get started on the market, guys. So SPY gapping up a little bit over yesterday's bar, still up into this void. I think we still have room up to this 407.50 area. That's where this pivot is from about a month ago, actually. Start of the month, start of March. We had this pivot up here, so I think 407 is where we could be headed today. Every day we've had this week has been very narrow range, choppy, so maybe today's the day we finally get over that range, because every single day this week has been less than the average trading range of the SPY. So we'll see if we can have a bit of a green day today. I think it's in the works. You see the Qs looks pretty, I guess. Wow, we just got a big sell-off right there as I'm saying that. But the Qs looks pretty good to go higher. I mean, we're gapping up. We're really over that double top now. Nothing holding us back to the left. So we should have some room to run up on the QQQ. We're not extended at all. We've had a few days up, but each day is really narrow range, kind of choppy. So we do have some room to run in this market. There's no news events. I guess we have the Michigan consumer sentiment at 9 o'clock. But other than that, shouldn't have too much of an issue with news. That usually shakes up the market a slight, not a whole lot, just a little bit. So we'll keep an eye out for that at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or whatever. And so let's get going on this favorites list here, guys. So first up on the list is Rumble. This thing's gapping up pretty big right here. One sec, I gotta make sure my thumbnail watch list is filled out. All right, we're good to go. So first stock on the list is Rumble. Gapping up right into this resistance, kind of right into this 200 period moving average. So not in a clear void, but should have a little bit of room to run. Pretty nice gap, doing so on good volume. So we'll keep an eye on the Rumble, no doubt. It is pulling in a little bit in the pre-market. So just keep an eye on it. Not loving it just yet, but not a bad gap. Next up, we got this SJR. This one is a pretty nice gap, actually. I really wanted to get over 30 bucks. Over 30 bucks, I'm a big fan. You can see in the pre-market, that's where it ran up to. You can see on the daily chart, that's where the resistance is at. So over $30, I like it quite a bit. All right, guys, and the market is open. Market is open. So remember, practice proper money management. Have a trading plan and follow that trading plan. Do not blindly buy or sell stocks. If you do that, you are simply a gambler, and that's not what we're here to do. We are here to trade. We are not here to gamble. So continuing on with the list, we have AI next up here. Moved up yesterday, kind of consolidated. Now it's right at that high from yesterday. So if we get going, need to see some green on this thing, see a little bit of relative strength, and then we'll be interested there. Next up is Cisco. This one was doing pretty low volume, but this daily chart wasn't too bad. It needs to get over 51.75 before I'm interested. So if it gets up there with a little more volume, I like it. So you can keep an eye on the Cisco. Microsoft, another one needs to do a little bit of work. I'm not taking it under that high at like 284.50. So we'll wait for it to get up there. If it can, then we'll look for a pattern. The only short idea on the list, GNRC, gapping down really want it under the 104.70. If we can do that, has a lot of room to drop, really nice void. So watching it under that area, but I'm not going to trade it until it is there. Next up, we got IONQ. This was a pretty nice gap. Had a nice long consolidation on the daily chart. Chopped around, tried to go higher. Red bar. Now it's gapping over that red bar. So it looks pretty good. Easy room up to about 560, 570. So we'll keep an eye on that. IONQ. Next up, you're watching Meta, Facebook. I got it. I got it on the list. You just don't see it on the list because I got it under Facebook. I'm an OG. I don't trade Meta. I trade Facebook. But yeah, Meta's Facebook, whatever you want to call it. Definitely on my list. Had a really nice green day yesterday and just consolidated right at resistance. So yeah, Meta is going to be one of my top watches. It's already moving up right here. So looking for a pattern on Meta. And Amazon's another one. I mean, really all the fat man stocks, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. I could have thrown Apple on this list as well. Apple over yesterday's high looks good here too. So just watch that fat man list. It looks good. Look for some relative strength on those stocks. And then, yeah, look for a pattern. And then last idea on the list is Monster, MNST. So this one just had a consolidation for like half a year basically. Now it's finally getting over this area. Just did a stock split, so should have some room to run higher. I'm liking Monster quite a bit. The one concern I have is not doing a big volume. So put in a nice, decent sized bar right now, but no volume in the pre-market, so we're gonna need to see some follow through on that one. But yeah, that is the list. We will make the most of it. I mean, it's a pretty decent list, I think, today. I'm feeling good about this list. We got some good stocks, got some nice gaps. Don't see anything doing too much just yet. Yeah, the GNRC is getting down there in the area we need it. That's really looking good, actually. GNRC short looks pretty nice, guys. I want to keep an eye on this under the low of the day right here. I think it's close enough to that low where you could definitely argue getting in. So yeah, keep an eye on that. MU is the only other short idea I had, and yeah, that one's going higher. So not a whole lot there. So yeah, watch the GNRC. And IONQ just absolutely ripped. Really nothing to do with it. Maybe you argue you get in at the pre-market, but that would have almost shaken you out. Wouldn't have even been at 60. Yeah, you would have been barely at, or almost 2R, I guess. But I don't know. All right, guys. Amazon looking good. These need to get over the resistance though. So Facebook is probably my favorite one just because it's cleared that resistance. Oh, I need to take my espresso shot. Hey, Friday, cheers, man. Cheers. Fresh. All right. All right, guys. See if we can't find ourselves a trade today. I do like this Cisco. If we can get up here over that 51.75 area, I do like that. So watch this Cisco. Microsoft kind of chopping around. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of strength compared to the markets. The SPY and the Qs both have had a pretty big green bar to start the day, and there's really not a lot. Actually, none of these ideas are doing it. Cisco's the best looking one. I guess Amazon and Facebook both did it as well. So, yeah, Amazon needs to get above that 103 area. Facebook is already up in the spot where I need it to be. So, Facebook is going to be a top watch right now, guys. In fact, I'm going to start watching Facebook instead of AI. Watching Facebook, just threw it up on the favorites list here. AI is pulling in pretty good. So, we'll watch it over high of the day, but not a huge fan of that. I am liking the Facebook, Meta, Facebook, FB, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. I still like the face FB symbol a lot better than Meta. Meta just sounds so just kind of douchey, honestly. We work at Meta. Like, shut up. You work at Facebook. You're a Facebooker. Don't lie to anybody. Trying to build the metaverse. I mean, Meta's having a good day. So we go ripping higher so far. So still a lot of range left. Still over half its range. So keep an eye on that thing. It's definitely probably the strongest stock out right now, from my list at least. Yeah, SPY and Q both moving on up, looking higher. And the Rumble really just rolled in pretty ugly, honestly. It's going to be tough to trade. It's got a range concern, got resistance above, got support below, right at the 200. Man, the reasons why Rumble is ugly just keep adding up. So, yeah, Rumble's probably not going to be a trade today. Probably just take it off the list, honestly. Or at least off my favorites list. Man, Ion and Q is just beast mode. Really nothing to do with that one either. Guys, I want to watch this Monster, MNST. In fact, I'm going to put Monster on the list over Rumble. Because Rumble is just kind of bad. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look very tradable. So if it's not tradable, why am I going to watch it? I'm not. All right. SJR. Man, I'm not touching this until it's over up by 30. It's just really hanging around right now, chopping around. Not a lot of volume in it. So this meta just keeps ripping higher. No quit in it. So we'll see if it can rest a little bit. Maybe give us a pattern. Need a little more out of Cisco before I'm into that. Microsoft doesn't look too bad over high today. It's right at that resistance area. Right at that resistance area. I don't like that the pre-market has some volume up here, but it's really not too much of a concern. I mean, this GNRC, guys, GNRC, actually, this is probably about to be shorted. All right. Markets are up big. This is, okay. So 105 by 106. 105 by 106 on GNRC. Might give it like a 106.50 just to give it a little more room here. You see on this 1 minute, I'd like to give it a little more room. So yeah, target's going to be 103.50. All right, guys, I'm watching this GNRC. It's got the range, got everything there. All right. GNRC, 5 minute, 3 bar play. We got another 10 seconds before this 5 minute bar finishes. So GNRC, 5 minute, 3 bar play. Weakest stock out right now. Markets have ripped higher. This thing's at low of the day. 105 by 106.50. Bam. GNRC order is in there. Yeah, that 5 minute, 3 bar play looks pretty nice. Pretty nice right there. Right at the area where it needs to break. Doing good volume. Yeah, I like the GNRC. It is a little bit thin, actually. A little bit thin. Got a little bit of a spread right here. But, yeah. This thing's got a trigger here soon. And once it does trigger, I'll probably be lowering my stop pretty quickly down to 106. So, as Cisco is looking higher, 3 bar play on this one as well. About an 8 cent stop, so you need, I don't know though. You know, Cisco does not look bad. Looking at this 15-minute chart, Got this pivot up here at 51.70. I'm going to hold off on that actually. There's no reason to rush into this. This has a lot of range left. It's not doing spectacular volume. It's doing decent volume, but nothing crazy special. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. So it would only be like an 8-cent stop. So maybe give it 10. You need 72. You know, I'm actually gonna get my order ready for this. All right, guys, we are in the GNC. We are in GNC. Oh, that's way too tight. That's 10-cent stop loss even on Cisco is way too tight. So you need to give it a little bit more. All right, guys. So I'm gonna hold off on the GN or the Cisco. All right, so we just got peekabooed into GNRC. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower my stop down just a bit. 106.25, just in case this thing doesn't get going. So, did it do any volume spikes on there? Not really. All right. Man, the relative weakness on this is really nice, guys. Like, really nice. It is against the market trend, so that's not exactly what you want to see, but yeah, relative weakness is pretty textbook on GNRC. Monsters kind of hanging out. SJR, same thing. Facebook's continuing higher. Cisco, it's getting it going a little bit. Yeah, that 10-cent stop, you just couldn't have done it with the buying power. You would have had to give it at least like 10 to 15. It would have ate up all your buying power. So you got to be mindful of that. Guys, Microsoft still looks pretty good. Actually, I take that back. I don't like Microsoft until it gets over up here because it's really not showing any strength at all. The markets have ripped higher, and Microsoft is not doing that. So not a lot of confidence there. The 5 minute doesn't look bad over this. I mean, it doesn't have a pattern, but like over this area at 284, it looks like it's going to go higher. But then you add in the market strength, and a little bit concerning there. So still watching AI. AI still looks pretty good. Need to get a pattern, but I do like the strength it's showing here. Yeah, IONQ is donezo. Amazon's looking good, guys. Amazon up at 103. Watch that. Rum is done as well. So keep those off the list. Look at that Cisco just playing games, man. Would have just been peekabooed us in there and would have already been almost stopping out. So hopefully GNRC doesn't do that same thing, man. Just barely peekabooed us in. It actually gave us a better fill than what I tried to get, so that's good. That does not happen too often. So hopefully, it's coming up here. Hopefully it holds that 106 area. All right. What's up, Casey? You watching JBL? JBL long 87. So I'm getting in right up here. Stop loss $9 at 77 ish. So yeah, you got under all this junk, all this pivots. So your stop loss should be safe. I mean, if you get stopped out, it's likely not going to work. It's not going to be a tag out. And your target is 104. So a little bit of a big target, but yeah, honestly, not too bad. Definitely in a stage 2 uptrend, so that's a good thing for sure. But yeah, this one might be a bit of a grinder. It might chop around while it gets up there. I don't think it's going to be a clean rip right to 104, but Yeah, not a bad one. All right, GNRC, what's this thing doing? So, oh, okay. I like the big red volume spike. Let's see if we can't just break it down now. If it gets over 106, it's probably going to pop at this point. It's probably going to pop if it gets over 106. And that's a big volume spike. All right, so yeah, markets are kind of up here, extended up a little bit. We're trying to fight and go higher, not having much luck just yet. Yeah, AI, guys, AI is ripping. It's having a good day. We're going to watch this for a pattern. It still has some decent range left, so watch AI for a pattern. Amazon's coming up right at high of the day, so watch this for a pattern as well. Watch that for a pattern on Amazon. Honestly, my six favorites right now. None of these are doing a whole lot. None of these are doing a whole lot. As GNRC is looking all right now. So I'm going to lower this stop again just a little bit here. Just because, I mean, if it gets over 106, it's going higher. So I'm not going to be losing on that. There it is. We're getting that breakdown now. So we'll see if we can keep it going. All right. I'm going to give it like no room over 106. There we go. I mean, if it gets, like I said, if it gets over 106, 106, it's going to be moving higher. So, I mean, there's no reason to be in it over there. So hopefully it keeps going lower and we just ride that thing out. But if not, not a bad, what is that? 0.6 R loss. So, yeah, that's a manageable loss. Yeah, AI and Amazon are actually my two favorite ideas right now. These are my two favorite ideas. I don't really like anything else on my list. Monster needs to do a little bit of work. I mean, you can argue getting in over 53.13. It's like, I don't know. You're probably going to need at least a 20 to 25 cent stop. High of the day is 25 cents. So, yeah, you make an argument to get in Monster over VWAP. But it's just not really a pattern in my playbook. And this isn't a buy setup. It's not a breakout. It's just kind of a buying a 1 minute. So, not for me. I will watch it over high of the day though, because it does still have some range. Does it? Oh yeah, no, it does. It has range. Not a whole lot of range, but enough to trade it. SJRs. This thing is just like really tight. 9 cents or range today. That's impressive. You can still watch Facebook over high of the day. It needs the pattern. It needs a little bit. It needs to clean itself up a little bit, you know. But I do like it. I like the strength quite a bit. So watch it over high of the day. Cisco, another one that if we can get up in this 51.75, it looks good. You're watching GFL. Let me check it out for you. Microsoft doesn't look bad. I just hate that it doesn't have strength. The markets haven't even put in a single red bar. I guess the Qs have, but just a doji red bar. But Microsoft is struggling, man. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let me check out GFL here. So first thought, it's a little bit extended, fourth day up. So you're buying up here at 34.75. You just got triggered in. Stop loss at 31.20. So your stop loss is in a good spot. Target is a little bit up there. Yeah, I would say this thing's going to more likely to pull back before it goes higher. You're up 4 bars in a row, just broke out. It could obviously rip, but based on the odds and how markets generally work, when you're up like this, get a little bit of a pullback. So maybe you retest 33.50 and then you continue to go higher. You see, like on this one, how you ran up, pulled back, retest what was resistance is now support. So I think that could be right here. What was resistance will now act as support, and then it'll bounce. So another one where you might be in this thing for a little while. And I guess, yeah, you're breaking out of this area. So yeah, $40 is a pretty solid spot. Might have a couple hiccups along the way, but yeah, not a bad one. What is that sector? Industrial services. Nice. All right, back to the list. Oh, look at that, baby. Here we go, GNRC. That's what we want to see out of you. You need a little bit more out of this thing, guys. Just a little bit. I'm going to be lowering my stop. Okay, where do I want this thing at? 105.50 probably. I'm going to go 105.50. Yeah. So stop lowered on GNRC to 105.50. We're only about 30 cents away from target. So we went up 0.8 R. Let's see if we can get that last 0.2 out of it. Man, this is like a great example of relative weakness. Oh, come on. There we go. Give it that penny. There we go. Bam. GNRC out. Bam. GNRC out full target. That, I mean, guys, that's a textbook 5-minute 3-bar play. In a market that's ripping higher, this thing's going lower, breaking down under support. Like that, I got to pat myself on the back for that. I'm a toot my own horn. I don't care what you guys say. That's a good trade. That is a good trade right there. All right, let's see if we can't find ourselves another one, yeah? I still like Facebook. I do. It's cleaning itself up a little bit, giving a little bit of a rest, let these moving averages catch up and stuff. So liking that. Cisco, it needs to get over that area. Look at Microsoft, just peekaboo over resistance and now back down. So yeah, money sign, baby. Money sign, exactly. Cash money. Look at it. Even gave the stop a little bit of room too. Cash money. That's a textbook 3-bar play, guys. Textbook 3-bar play. I'm still watching AI. AI still has range, so I like that one. Amazon. You can watch Amazon over high today, guys. It's close enough to that resistance. I really wish it would have just got up there, but yeah, you can watch Amazon still. Market's still looking higher. SPY and the Qs still got some room to run. Qs are a little bit extended, so we need a correction on the Qs. SPY it's kind of been slowing down, just chopping around up here. There's Cisco. Nice pop on Cisco. I opened this area 51.75. I really do like Cisco. I do. It's really not doing anything special for volume, but it's not doing a bad job. So watch it up here. You guys, be mindful too. We do have this Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report in 5 minutes. So 5 minutes from now, we could get a little bit of a shakeup in the market. So just be mindful of that. Oh man. Gloomy day, man. I'm so ready for summer. So ready for 80-degree weather, 90-degree weather. Man, sign me up for it. Ugh, I'm so tired of the cold, man. Guys, the SPY's looking high. SPY's looking pretty good higher, actually. If this thing chops around a little bit more, I may consider a position on the SPY, like a 55-cent stop. Run it up. Actually, see, the problem with trading the SPY is what would you need? 405.77. Stop at 405.22. So this is the problem. If you're trading, let's say you have $250 risk, because if you have a $25,000 account, a 1% risk would be $250. You need at least $25,000 to get over the PDT rule. This position is going to cost $184,000. You can't even buy this on margin. Margin only goes up to 100,000. So trading the SPY is a little bit tough just for that reason. It's a really tight trading stock or instrument for $400 stock. So yeah, that's the issue. You got to watch that buying power. Got to watch it. Yeah, I know, man. We had a little bit of sunshine yesterday, I suppose. It was super windy though. So it was like it looks so nice when you like from the window, and then you go outside and you're like, damn, it's a little bit chilly. So, hey, good morning, Farhad. How you doing, man? Another day, another dollar, another edition of the Lang Trading Chat Room. Guys, I'm gonna be hanging out until at least another 2 minutes. I'm gonna wait for this news report to come out, see if it does anything to the market, then we'll see about getting in some trades here. Yeah, Facebook looks really good still. I do like Facebook quite a bit, so I want to watch that. I don't like this pattern, man. This is slop. This is a lot of slop up here, so it needs to clean itself up. Cisco needs to go a little bit further. Man, look at Microsoft. What a dog. Just peekaboo right over resistance, and it's right back down. Right back down. So, yeah, Microsoft needs to show a little bit of strength. It's not showing any sort of strength. Look at GNRC. What a beaut. Absolute beaut. AI is still looking all right. So all these stocks that are strong, that have relative strength, they're all just really kind of sloppy. Like this one, we got Microsoft, kind of sloppy. We got Amazon, not a clear breakout or buy setup anywhere. So, man, I do really like the Amazon though. This is probably my favorite idea. About a 40 to 45 cent stop. Run this thing up just over that resistance. See, I'm gonna watch Amazon pretty close. In fact, I'm gonna take off SJR. Man, what is this stock? Like, what is this doing, man? Got a nice. Was it right? Was this a buyout or something? Like, why is it trading so shock? Wait, what is this? Shock Communications. So there is some sort of deal. Okay. All right. So this one's trading a little bit weird, just because there is that some sort of acquisition or some sort of deal going on there that's going to affect the technical analysis. So probably not going to be trading that SJR. You know what? It's 10 o'clock hours, so we get any shakeups in the market? No, not really. I'm going to check my backup list real fast, guys. Got a couple ideas on here. Short ideas. That's a range concern. Hard to borrow. Not even tradable. Wow. Okay. Oops. All right. Backup ideas. Let's check them out. Apple. Guys, Apple looks higher. Keep an eye on this one. Man, the markets do too. So Apple. This BKNG. Holy shit, that is a thin stock, man. 8,000 shares in the first 30 minutes. So no, not watching that at all. Team is AI. Yeah, AI is not looking too bad. AI, I don't really have any. Okay, if it stops right here and like hangs out for another 4 minutes, this might not be too bad. About a 52-cent stop on AI, so keep an eye on it. I don't want to see it go any higher, not a penny higher. All right, so yeah, Apple is the only thing that looks all right. Throw that on there. Guys, Amazon doesn't look too bad actually. Buy setup, okay, that's actually kind of a nice buy setup. One thing I don't like is that it's under resistance, so that's a bit of a concern there. Probably give it 40. The tight stop would be 30 cents. I think you got to give it at least 50. I mean, for buying power purposes, you're gonna have to give it 50 probably. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna wait for Amazon, guys. Not really a huge fan of this buy setup. Just this one big green bar up. So and it's under resistance. Like there's multiple reasons why this doesn't quite meet my plan. So it's close. It's getting there, but man, AI just won't stop. Just on a tear today. So this is getting to the point where it's going to be a little bit extended, a little bit tough to trade. Coming up into maybe a little bit of junk up here. Should have room to $30, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm watching Rivian as well, Farhad. Rivian actually does not look too bad. You're right. Yeah. I mean, it's right in this area. It's got good range. What's the volume? Oh, really good volume. Yeah, I want to keep an eye on this Rivian. Right here. If it gives us a breakout pattern over high of the day right here, watch it. Watch it for a breakout over high of the day on Rivian. Ooh, look at this. A little bit of junk going on with the markets. Ran up 406 and put a big old topping tail in there. So careful with that, guys. There's Facebook going a little higher as well. Yeah, I mean, the only thing Facebook really had going for it was the strength. I guess the only thing it didn't have going for it, I suppose, was the pattern. There was not a great entry on here. Oops. Yeah, not really anything that I'm going to be trading. A very, very sloppy breakout pattern. If I took a trade like this, right, I called this a breakout and I got stopped out on it, I would be so annoyed. I'd be like, why would you even take that? It's not even a breakout. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Rivian, man, look at Amazon really rolling over. Wow. So weakness on Amazon. What is Apple doing? Apple's kind of rolling as well. Damn, look at Rivian, just ripped. Just ripping high. Guys, I still want to watch Rivian though. This one looks good. This was a good find, Farhad. Right now it's over resistance, so now it really is in a true position of power. We get this wide range green bar over an area of resistance. That is a position of power. That's what we want to see. Same with Facebook. This is a nice, powerful move. This first green bar right here, that is a power bar. Breaking out over resistance on volume, wide range green bar. Position of power. Take a picture of it, tape it to your wall, review it, look at it. Facebook, position of power right here, man. I want to find a way in this. I really want to find a way to get into Facebook. It still has $2 of range left, so plenty of range. Yeah, keep an eye on it. And you could have considered getting in like on a flag potentially. I don't trade bull flags that much. They're really not a big part of my trading plan. Maybe I should be looking into them a little bit more. I might do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, maybe are you getting in? I mean, they're just so aggressive though. This thing could have very easily triggered you in, ran up to right here and rolled over. So Yeah, 67 cent stop, popped $1. Yeah, so maybe I'll look into bull flags a little bit more over the weekend. And you guys got any weekend plans? Any fun events going on? Just a lot of hard work going on. And I'm by the start of next week, I'm gonna have I obviously have a trading plan. Obviously, I'm not trading. I'm not a gambler. I have a trading plan, but I mean, my trading plan is pretty extensive. It's in an Excel spreadsheet. There's a lot of words, man. So I've been working this week to kind of condense it down into like a trading plan guide, something that I can. Because whenever I try to show somebody my trading plan, it's just not very digestible. There's just a lot of information. People are kind of just thrown off by the whole thing. So I've been working on. I'm condensed it down into like a trading plan guide. So my trading plan is like 7 pages now. Just a nice, clean Microsoft Word, easy to read through. So I'm gonna have that posted into the Discord, my Discord community, uh, before next week. So you guys will be able to read through my entire trading plan, ask any questions, figure out exactly how I go about scanning for stocks, managing my trades. My trade checklist is in there. So, uh, how to identify stocks daily range? So I use this indicator right here. So this first one right here is the range of the day. So today's range is 130. Yesterday was 298. And then this one right here, right below it, is the average trading range for 30 days. So this is like the range for one day. This is the average range over 30 days. And then this one on the daily chart is like the average range ratio. So it divides this average range for 30 days divided by the price of the stock. And it kind of just gives you an idea of how much stocks move. Like, for example, the SPY is a pretty low ratio because it doesn't move a lot. It has pretty narrow range days and stuff. So that is how I identify range. This indicator right here, the first one, you can find that script on my profile page. These two are not posted because TradingView won't let me post them. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. You can get the range from my page, but yeah, the other ones are for my personal use only because TradingView doesn't let me post them because they say it violates house rules. Like I said, don't get me started. But Nate trade when you see spot hitting the ceiling and reversing. So when do I see that happening? Or I guess I'm gonna assume that's what you meant. And on what time frame as well? So, I mean, if you're looking like on a monthly time frame, well, we might. I mean, this is looking like a little bit of a bullishness. So we might run up to 460, 480, and that might be the ceiling. Weekly time frame, maybe we run up to 420, 430. Like the daily time frame for today's purposes, I think we got resistance at like 407.50. So yeah, and I don't know if I can like send these privately, these two scripts. But if you want to send me an email, I might try to be able to figure that out and get that out to you guys. But yeah, yeah, you're welcome, guys. No problem at all. Let's get back to this list here. So Monsters still looks good, guys. I mean, this is a very aggressive buy setup. There's no doubt about that. But if you liked it, it went the distance. Amazon's kind of struggling right here. So I would not trust this Amazon buy setup at all. I would not trust this at all. Facebook, I do trust. Facebook is, like I said, I've been saying it all morning. I want to find some Facebook. I like it quite a bit. I want to see some more correction. This is not a 5 minute 3 bar play. That is aggressive, but keep an eye on the Facebook for a move higher. Cisco still looks good if it can get up to that resistance. You guys see the line right there, 51.74. over that area. I like it. Under that area, I'm not touching it. Microsoft is weak. Man, look at GNRC popping all the way back up. Just we pulled the cheese on that one, man. Ooh. Just hold the cheese. Man, look at AI in beast mode. Just ripping higher. There's really not a whole lot to do with it for my trading purposes. I mean, getting in over 2850 is so aggressive. That one pivot, I wouldn't have done that. So you can argue to get in here. I mean, there's a few arguments maybe, but nothing that really blew my socks off. So you're watching Tesla Farhad. Let's check it out. Tesla doesn't look good. I almost put it on my list, but I said, you know what? There's like a 90% chance I will be looking at Tesla sometime today, and I don't want to take it under 266. So if it gets over that area, I do like it, so I'll keep an eye on it. But up until that point, not a fan. So Apple's pretty weak. And Rivian still looks good actually. I do like this, guys. Coming up in a little bit of junk there to the left, but for all intents and purposes, Rivian looks good. Got range left, doing great volume. So yeah, it's checking the boxes there. Keep an eye on the Tesla up at 201-ish. All right. So that is the list. I still like Facebook, guys. I do. Still like Facebook quite a bit, especially now that it just chops around up here. Looking good. Markets are kind of struggling. Putting a big topping tail up here. It's holding VWAP like a champion though, so. You can consider Monster over high of the day. It still has range left. I mean, the void, like this thing has a lot of room to run as well. So I think this is an all-time high on Monster. Yeah. So isn't this like one of the best performing stocks or something? I remember hearing about that over the past like decade or 2 decades or something. I mean, look at that. If you bought in 2005, you would be up 6,761%. If you bought in 2008 after the crash, you would be up almost 2,000%. That's not a bad return there, you know. Not a bad return for an energy drink company. And how, as a society, did we let Monster get that popular? There's no reason this drink should be that popular, guys. Come on. What are we doing? Drink some more coffee. Why is Monster that popular? I feel like if Monster was just not consumed as much, a lot of America's issues may just disappear. Not really, but for real, that is insane how this stock has done that. 6,000% in less than 20 years. That's like Bitcoin numbers. That's impressive stuff, man. So we're still watching the Facebook. This thing has $2 left. If you did the wide stop, like $1.40, so it has the range for the wider stop. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the Facebook. It's really the only thing on my radar right now. I guess Rivian. We can watch Rivian for a pullback. And Tesla, if it can get over 266. Those are my main watches right now. Facebook, Tesla, Rivian. I don't see anything else that I like. AI is just a beast. AI good. I should have, whenever Farhad just said AI good, I should have just bought it. Should have just been like, there it is. That's my pattern. Farhad said AI good. Buy it. Bam. No. GNRC was a darling. Cisco, yeah. So yeah, Facebook, Amazon, or not Amazon, my bad. Facebook, Tesla, and Rivian, and Monster, and we're watching the Monster still as well. This thing is pretty thin though, not a ton of volume, so keep an eye on it. But I don't know, I could really see this thing just ripping higher today, guys. I don't know why. Just something about it just screams that it wants to go higher. Man, the markets really have not done anything for the past literally actually since this first 5 minute bar. We ran up on this first big green bar, and since then it's been utterly choppy, just complete narrow range, no direction. Like this market could go up, down, sideways, loop de loop. Who knows right now? You're watching some Intel. And Intel's been on a tear as well, man. Honestly, not a bad 5 minute buy setup. See, it ran up, lower high, like a 16 cent stop. You're up 32 cents. That's 2 to 1. Not a great position on the higher time frames. So definitely probably not tradable. And you're taking it under 1, 2 pivots. So there's that. But yeah, my Intel's been pretty strong recently. And then you're watching, is this Key as well? KEE. Or you're saying Intel keep going? I got you. Yeah, no, Intel definitely just keeps ripping higher. This is a pretty solid trade. Maybe watch this on like a pullback. Pulls back, like on a swing trade, pulls back to the $31 area, retest this moving average, retest this area of resistance right there, and continues on up higher. So yeah, watch the Intel. Get some of those worthless lines there. I guess Facebook. Yeah, I'm not taking Facebook on the buy setup. There's no way. This is not a clean buy setup. Honestly, it barely even considers itself a buy setup. Barely meets the criteria. Yeah, about like $1.40 on the stop. You're gonna need, was this 211, almost 212 basically. So yeah, watch that. As Monster's moving up right here. Man, I really want this thing just to rest. Just like it would pull back, retest VWAP, and then move on up. That would be sweet. You could get like a 25, maybe 30 cent stop even. Run it up easily. So we'll see if, I mean, it hasn't broken the resistance just yet. So watch for Monster. Other than that, let's check the Rivian. Rivian just is non-stop mode. And then Tesla is kind of struggling up here. So yeah, again, I'm not taking Tesla under this area. Let's see, we got the double top right up here at 266. $200 is a clear area of resistance for Tesla. So yeah, I will not be trading that until it gets over that area. I think the markets, I feel like they want to go higher. I do. I mean, we have not broken VWAP like at all. So we're holding it. But then there's a lot of selling pressure up here. So we'll see if we can't get back up to 406 and over it. But right now I am leaning towards the long side on the market. Still watching the Facebook over high today. I mean, it's not that great though. It's kind of sloppy. The buy setup is a little bit aggressive too. Doge. I'm looking at some Dogecoin. Haven't heard that name in a little while. Let's check it out. Where's it at? Doge. And then what else? Well, I need a little more context, man. Are you day trading it? Are you looking at like a daily chart? Are you investing in it long term? That kind of determines a little bit more. I mean, right now in the 5 minute, it's forming a flag. See, it's ran up, it's chopping around, making higher lows, lower high, higher low, lower high. So it's probably going to break out either. I mean, you would assume to the upside if it's a bull flag, but it does have a little bit of resistance, a little bit of junk up here at 77 cents. So not into a clear void just yet. Like an investment, I don't know about it. I don't know about this for an investment long term. I think you need some sort of fundamental analysis for that. That's the thing about these cryptos. I feel like if you're going to invest long term, you better do some sort of fundamental analysis as well, because the technical analysis doesn't always. I mean, it does because it is human psychology, but I just don't trust some of these cryptos. This thing doesn't look bad though. Ethereum, little breakout right here. I'm looking at the weekly chart. Shit. So the Ethereum on like a daily chart doesn't look too bad. Breaking out maybe. Bitcoin looks a little bit sloppier. You're watching some Vive. What is this? Vive. It's thin. It's very thin. It's only doing 58,000 shares, and we are almost an hour into the trading day. It has a 17, 18 cent spread. So that's going to be pretty tough to trade. If you're swing trading it, doesn't look too bad for a swing trade. It's still in that stage one though. It hasn't really done anything to confirm that it's breaking out and it's in an uptrend yet. So yeah, it needs to get over that like 184 area. I mean, it's right at the 200. So yeah, it needs a little more confirmation for a swing trade. For day trading purposes, I wouldn't touch it. There's no volume there. Like it's super spread and super spready thin. So careful day trading it. Swing trading, you need a little more confirmation. What sector is this in? Technology services. Nice. Guys, Monster's still looking good. I really wish it would just retest the VWAP though. I do not want to be triggered into this thing, have it pull back, and then rip. Is what I do not want to happen. Coin scams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of these coins are kind of scams. Not even kind of scams. Like there's a lot of coins, and I feel like a majority of them are pump and dump scams. Some celebrity just endorses some ape coin or elephant token or some junk like that, runs the price up, sells all his shares, and everybody else is stuck holding this worthless digital coin that has absolutely no value, no use at all. Like, yeah, I want to see some legitimate use cases for these coins. Not much on my list right now. All the stocks that are like good, they're kind of gone. Rivian ripping up there, probably gone. AI is gone. Tesla is still struggling. Monster is just won't stop, won't give us an entry. Amazon's struggling. Man, maybe the market is rolling over. I don't know. This is an impressively narrow range, choppy move we're putting together on the spot. Literally, you take out this one bar, that one green bar right there. This is an absolute utter chop fest in the market. Like, bona fide chop fest, man. Look at this. This is a 76 cent range. And for the most part, we won't. I mean, it's really a 50 cent range because we just have that one topping tail. So This is really, guys, not an easy day for trading. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot where it's just like obvious, blatant, get in this trade. I mean, it's going to the moon type thing, you know? I mean, I feel like I've seen like 2 or 3 comments pop up and immediately disappear. I don't know if you guys are doing that, if that's me on my side, but oh, God, you know what it is? It's Friday. Cheers. It's Friday. Cheers. It's time to make some money. All right, answer any of these questions, and you'll make 100 coins, 100 cheers. 100 cheers. Ooh, little typo. Oh, I gotta make sure answer any of these questions correctly. You guys will be on me for that one. All right. So first question of the day. We'll do, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 if you're into it. So let me pull up my question sheet right here. Some Friday cheers, man. All right. Let's check it out. So what are you guys in the mood for? Thinking the RSI VWAP. You know what? Here's one. A little money management question for you guys. Something I talk about frequently. Maybe I don't talk about it, but I mention it all the time. We'll see if you guys even know what I'm talking about. So, and this is a Jeopardy question, so I need your answer in a question. You ready? Bam, there it is. A variable unit for risk, often represented as a single letter. This is how much you risk per trade and should never be more than 1 to 2% of your trading account. What am I talking about? Guys, I still do like Facebook higher. I'm actually tempted to get in over 210. Like $1.25 on the stop, give it a little bit of room. As the markets are moving up as well, Facebook is not looking too bad. Fact. 1 minute looks good. Hourly looks good. Trend is good. All right, guys. Facebook. 210. 210 by, oh, it's about to trigger right here. 208.75. 210 by 208.75. We need 211.25. Not in there yet. It did just barely peekaboo. So, I'm gonna hold off on this just for. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go back to high of the day on Facebook. I need Facebook over high of the day. It has range to get wherever I need it to go, so that's not a concern. So we're gonna wait for that confirmation. We're gonna wait for high of the day on Facebook. SPY just ripped higher, put in another massive topping tail. Oh my goodness. Impressive. And does nobody know what a variable unit of risk? Oh, there we go, Joel. Bam. What is an R? Exactly. What an R. 100 coins straight to the account. Oh man, I only have 100 coins left. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm gonna add some coins to my account. Yes, so that is correct, Joel. What is an R? An R is how you measure risk. It's going to be, so whatever your risk is, say you're risking $250 per trade, that means one R is $250. So if you win a trade, if you're going for 2-to-1 targets, when you win $500. When you lose $250. So that is how you measure your risk, how you measure how well you're doing it with your trades. That's like one of the main stats whenever you're trading is what is your R value. So my goal is to make 3R per week or like 10R per month. If you're making 10R per month, that's 120R per year. If you're risking 1% per trade, that's 120% of your account. So that's where the R value comes into play right here. So Facebook, guys, still looking good. Still looking good on Facebook. Haven't crossed off the list yet. I'm just going to wait for high of the day. $1.30 on the stop. So, yeah. All right, nice job, Joel. So, what is an R? So, all right, here's the next question. A little bit of a math question. All right. Wait, it's related to the previous question about R. Not exactly a Jeopardy question, just kind of a. All right. I didn't type this up very good. Sorry, guys. So, what does that formula tell you? What is the blank right there? Blank equals risk divided by entry minus stop. What would you use this formula for? And honestly, I don't really use the formula because TradingView helps it out. They have a pretty nice feature right here that kind of helps you out. Not quite. Not quite. The risk to reward is that's going to be based on your trading plan. This is going to tell you something to do with how many to buy. And what is this? What is this? So you already know your risk. Say your risk is $100. Say your entry is your entry is $200. You've got a stop loss at $198. So if your risk is 100, your stop minus entry is $2. That means you need $50 or 50 of what? Let's do a little bit. 298. So you're risking 100. What is it? What does it give you? Give you guys a little bit more time. I'm helping you out. If this is the trade you're looking at, entry 200, stop loss 198, risk $100. This is what the answer is right there. What is this? Guys, look at the SPY. There we go. This is what we've kind of been waiting for, that bullish move higher. Man, look at Monster, just won't quit. Won't quit. Just consecutive green bars. Amazon's, man, there's really nothing as strong as the market right now. Facebook is trying to do it, but again, I'm not sold on it just yet. Cisco, another one, looking higher, but I need it to be over that resistance. Microsoft is weak. AI finally slowing down. It's extended. All right. Rivian, now it's up at that resistance area, so and it's out of range, so I'm not going to be trading that one. Guys, Tesla, actually, I need to watch Tesla. What am I doing? I'm watching Tesla right now. Tesla over high of the day. Needs some rest, needs some sort of pattern, but I do really like this. I do like it a lot. Got a ton of range left. Look at the void. Look at this. Boom, over 200, man. We got room to run. Watch Tesla close. All right, nobody's familiar with the share size calculator? That formula is going to tell you how many shares to get. I mean, I guess a lot of you guys probably do it manual or this way with trading view, but that's going to tell you how many shares you want. So, like I said, you're buying, the entry price is 200, stop loss 198. So you have a $2 stop loss, 200 ticks, $2 stop loss. You're risking $100 per trade. So you divide this 100 divided by 2. So you have a $2 stop loss. You would need 50 shares. So you get 50 shares, that's going to equal a $100 risk. So that formula is going to be used to determine how many shares to buy. Like I said, TradingView helps you out with this one, does it automatically, but yeah, that's the formula that you're going through whenever it does do this. So keep that in mind, guys. That's how you share size for whatever your R is. So let's say your R is $500. You're risking $500 per trade. Well, you're gonna need 250 shares. So yeah, I'm not surprised you guys didn't know that. TradingView makes it easy on you, so you don't have to figure that out. But all right, God, man, look at the resistance on. Fuck, that's so impressive. I love it when that happens. Honestly, like, look, the exact number is 200. I guess you can't see me point. 266 right here. This one was 261. We ran up 266. 266. What is? Here's a quick one. Here's a quick. I'm not even gonna type it in there, guys. If you guys get this, I'll give you like a minute or two. What is this blue line called? What is 266? What is this area called? This blue line right here on Tesla. What is that? I mean, it stopped once time there, 2 times, 3 times. This is the 4th time it stopped in this area right at this line. What is it called? Starts with an R. Still figuring out all. Bam, Zachful got it. Bam, resistance. Hell yeah, man. 100 coins coming to your bank account. Bam, resistance, guys. That is a great definition of resistance. I was gonna say good, and I said, you know what? That's not just good. That's great. It is a great example of resistance. And you know what? Whenever it breaks this resistance, there's a good chance it's gonna rip higher and go to the next area of resistance. Nice, good stuff. A little bit slow on the trigger there, Joel. Let's see if you can get another one. That's the right answer though, Alice, for sure. All right. Let's see. All right, so this is gonna be like a. Well, no, I don't want to do that. All right, here's a little day trading tidbit of information. Let's see if you guys can figure this out. Let's see what you guys know about this. Q4. Let's see if you guys can figure this one out. So, this is a rule in trading. This is a rule stating that you have to have $25,000 or more in your account to day trade. Otherwise, you cannot take more than 3 trades in a 5-day period. What is this rule called? What is this rule? And then I got a follow-up question. It's a little bit of participation. So what is this rule? Man, why do I not test it? There we go. Green and gone. Pattern day trading rule. Bam. 100 coins. Pop. There you go. Send. PDT. Oh man, green and gone snagged it from you guys. Bam. Yeah, but it is the pattern day trading rule. And now Q5. I'll give out a couple points for this one. It's just a participation one. How do I spell? How can I spell participation? No, I was missing an I. There we go. So, question five, last question today, just a participation question. So, do you guys agree with the pattern day trading rule? How do you guys feel about it? Do you think it should be? Do you think it should be there? Do you think it should be lowered? Do you think it needs to be raised? Maybe. Uh, resistance. A little bit late on that one, Green. No. So you don't agree with the pattern day trading rule? You think it should be foregone completely, entirely, not even like lowered? Can you give me your opinion on it? You like it, you don't like it, and then why? Maybe you think it should be changed. And there's Facebook. I just why'd I have to do that? Why'd I have to peekaboo like that? Think you should be able to continue with cash if applicable. Well, I don't. Does the pattern day trading rule apply? I don't think it applies to cash accounts. I think it's only margin accounts. But the thing with cash accounts is you have to let your funds settle. Like if you buy, if you have a $5,000 account and you spend $1,000 on one position, then you can buy and sell that within the same day. But you just have to let those funds settle, so you're not able to use them until the next day. So I don't know, maybe it does, but I don't think it applies unless you're on margin. Lowered to allow more small traders to enter. See, I kind of agree with that. Maybe it should be lowered by $5,000 to $10,000, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want to say you protect yourself from yourself because that's just is like a nice government answer of like, well, we're trying to protect you, we're helping you. It's like, are you really though? But at the same time, I think it actually does help with traders and it helps protect traders. But I just think maybe it's a little bit higher of a number. Maybe it could be 15,000. Yeah, for two trades, your cash is tied up. Yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's like one day now because I was trading with the cash account not that long ago, and it was like every other day. Like if I buy a position on Monday, I had those that cash available for me on Wednesday. So I think it got lowered because yeah, my whenever I had a cash account, I didn't have a whole lot of issues with it. As we're getting to move up in the markets right here. Cisco's moving on up. I mean, you could have argued to get the breakout. It was there. There's a pattern. There's no doubt about that. But you're under that resistance. So about a 14-cent stop. So yeah, it's a little bit aggressive being under that resistance. But I mean, there was a pattern there. I think it saves newbie traders from blowing up their accounts. Yeah, see, I completely agree with that, Joel. That's where I'm like, it kind of does protect people. Like if you were able to just to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, like you could get into a downward spiral, and that could end real bad, real quick. But I feel like if you have 25,000 in your account, there's a lot less chance that you're going to be that sporadic with it. You're going to be a lot more of a seasoned trader, I suppose. But yeah, exactly. And if they just let anybody trade, like you lose a lot of cash, a lot of really quickly. I've never really. That's a good idea though, Joel. How instead of having it to be just 3 trades a week, make it 5 trades a week. Because man, 3 trades a week really does make it tough. It makes it tough to learn day trading when you can only take 3 trades a week. If it was say five or so, maybe 6, then I think it would be a lot more doable. It'd be a lot easier to learn as a trader. But yeah, only having 3 trades a week, it's almost like you can't really even day trade. Like you gotta just swing trade at that point almost. But unless you switch the cash account maybe. But yeah, yeah, and that's another thing. I'm pretty sure the PDT is only on margin accounts because yeah, it lets you trade a lot more. You're able to risk a lot more. I mean, I think that like most retail accounts are what 4-to-1 leveraged on day trades. I think if you're over 25,000, you got like a 4-to-1 leverage on a day trade. Guys, Tesla. I'm about to get into Tesla here. 266. What's the stop here? I give it like $1.50, $1.56 on the stop. $1.56. You're gonna need what 202.50 or something like that. Something in that area. Guys, Tesla looks pretty good up here. Strong right at resistance. It is a little bit extended on the 15. I would like to see this thing maybe retest 200, but I don't know if we're going to get that. Market's continuing up higher. Now, let me give you guys some coins here as well. Nate, you had the first good answer. Here's some coins. Joel, I really liked your answer. A couple coins. And Zach Joel, throw you a couple coins as well, man. You had a good answer there. All right, that does it for the Friday cheers. Hope you guys enjoy your coins. Don't spend them all in one place. I know I just loaded up your bank accounts, so you're welcome. Just like I said, make sure you buy something nice, man. Don't blow it all in one place. It's a lot of coins I just gave you. You might be able to buy a data subscription or something with that. That's about it. I'll pay for your data subscription. Man, look at Cisco. Another one where I want to watch it over high right here. I want to watch Cisco over high of the day. I want to watch this Tesla over high of the day. Man, it's already 10:48. Wow, okay. I'm about to call it a day here, actually, guys. This is, honestly, this is outside of my trading time. So, man, that's tough. Technically speaking, though, I'm not allowed to take a trade per my plan. Based on the stats, trading past 9:45 in the morning, 10:45 Eastern, whatever, it's not profitable for me. So I'm gonna follow my plan. We got this trade on GNRC, just an absolute textbook 3-bar play, just beautiful. Right at target, pulled the cheese. So good stuff there. Ending the week on a 1R, up 1R. I think that'll put us at just barely profitable in March, as you guys can see here. We'll be up 2R in March. Should be up. What is this? So just barely over break even this week. Slightly up, but this was the first week of scalp trading for me. So it was a little bit of a learning curve. Made a few adjustments along the way. So excited to get back at it next week. Next week will be the first full week of seasoned scalp trading. So we'll be looking forward to that. I'm going to have my trading plan up in the Discord for anybody that wants to check that out as well. So you guys can see exactly how I go about my trading, how I break it down and stuff. So some good stuff coming next week. So I'll see you guys then. Until then, have a great weekend. Do a little bit of studying, maybe get a little bit of grind done, and also just relax. This is we only got one life to live, so you don't want to spend it all working. You don't want to waste your days away, but make sure you're getting stuff done still. So with that, have a great weekend. I will see you guys the Tesla break. Yeah, there it is. We'll see if it goes. Really, not even a great breakout there. Like that would have been a little bit of an extended breakout. Only 2 bars of rest, but we'll see. I mean, it's got it in it. It's likely going to go higher. But all right, guys, have a great weekend. I will see you back here on Monday. So take care.